Everybody, Janie Pate here. Welcome to this video. I know you can see my face. What a concept. I'm so glad that you're here watching this video today. Thank you so much for clicking in. And today, if you're new to this community at all, I hope you won't be a stranger, and I do hope you will subscribe. We have a myriad of things that we do on this channel, one of which I like to call Workspace Wednesday. So let me unpack that for you for a minute. Okay, Workspace Wednesday, comes out on Wednesday. It's a hashtag that's out there, and I just thought it was so much fun because, you know, as makers, storytellers, card makers, DIY taggers, whatever it is we are making and doing, we need tools. We need a workspace. It could be a corner in your dining room. It could be a palatial studio outfitted with custom cabinetry, or it could be a little 11 by 11 room that is just home to a lot of fun stuff. It doesn't matter. But we all have workspaces, right? We have to work on something to make the thing. So that's why I call it Workspace Wednesday. I just grabbed it from the social media hashtags and it works. So if you hear that term, that's what I'm referring to. Within Workspace Wednesday, one of the things I really love to share and talk about, because it's something that's always an ongoing progress in my life. I don't think we're ever actually completely done with this. And that is being organized. And that is finding hacks, because yes, sometimes we're about the hacks to making a little quicker, a little less time consuming, a little more getting to the actual making. That's what we're here for. So I kind of shared a couple of videos ago a peek into, I kind of call it my Ephemera catalog, because it kind of becomes a catalog. And here's a look at that book. This is growing, it's getting bigger. Basically what this is, it's just a sketchbook from Walmart. I don't know if you ever go into the craft section at Walmart. I always walk through there because you just never know what you're going to find. And they have a great selection of different sizes of sketchbooks. And I love sketchbooks. I love stamping in them. I like just sketching out ideas. I like writing super big, my thoughts. Sketchbooks are bomb. I love those. We should talk about this some other time. But this particular sketchbook, I'm going to show it to you here in a moment as we turn our camera around, is home to paper swatches because I have a plethora of solid cardstock and I'm curious to know what I have, which paper pad it belongs to. So I'm going to show that to you. Also, what everyone kept asking me about, and no wonder, and it's a Ephemera catalog. So I'm going to show you what that looks like, how I put it together, where the idea came from, and why I think it's such a time-saving hack. All right, the first thing I want to do is share what my particular sketchbook looks like. And like I told you before, I'm using a basic sketchbook. I don't even know the brand name of it, from the Walmart. And it measures 10 inches tall and a complete about 7 3/4 wide. So it's a decent sized book, right? I don't know if I'd want anything smaller, to be honest with you, because of how much I am fitting in here and making work in here. So I took a fodder class, and there was an idea for just having fun with some mixed media kind of collaging. And so I adhere that to the front of my book just because it was fun. It was different. It's kind of a little bit out of my wheelhouse, and I love it. I believe I've shown this to you before, where I have taken a 2-inch circle punch and I've gone through a large majority of some patterns, mostly solid cardstock. These are mostly from ScrapbookCom, and so I have adhered them in here. I have labeled them, and now I think this book is beautiful, actually. I love being able to just come in here and say, oh, I do have a color for this stamping, or, oh, wow, let me see here. I'm grabbing something here from the side. Like, what works here with the spice from 49 and Market, right? A lot works here, and look at all these pinks, how lovely that is together. I love being able to do that. Let me see if there's something else here. And some of maybe, could we find a gold to go with this? Now this next one here is more Christmas. It's Peppermint, Jewels, and Playful. But, you know, that might not be a terrible match at all. The yellow might possibly work. And there's quite a few I don't even have in here yet, and time will get that in here. This Vacation, this is a new color. I think that works beautifully with some of the colors from Spice. Anyway, I don't want to get too waylaid on that, but you get the idea, right? When you have these all out where you can see them all in one place, like a catalog, right? It is fantastic. Oh, and I just kind of go ooh and ah over these holographics and these mixed metals. They're just so beautiful. More Christmas. Okay, so that's the front of my book. Now flip to the back of my book. And actually here, I just have a clip because I just was working on some different things. I just simply just clipped it in there. But I have come in here and pulled some things from here. Now this is, because I have it marked, this is 49 Market, Curator's Meadow. I don't have a whole lot of this left. It basically just fits right here. This, however, is Nature Study. I have quite a bit of this left, so this is taking up 2 pages. This particular ephemera is no longer available. It has sold out. It is no longer being manufactured, I'm guessing, but I still have it here in place for when I do want to grab and go, right? Let me see. Do I have another one? Yes, I do. I have recently added in Vintage Artistry Sunburst, and I did not label it. So we'll do that there. So this is a good way to kind of segue into how I put it together. Can you see I have a little bit of a pattern going on here? I do have some pattern. So like all these tickets are here. These tags are here. All these word phrases are here. More word phrases. Tabs are here. So that's going to be how we then actually put this together. But that is for the, just before we jump into that, that is how this comes together. I like having, obviously the collections all in one place like this, right? And then I haven't found it necessary to add tabs to know what's in here, because what you tend to do is you just kind of go through everything. Oh, I like this butterfly here. That's going to work perfectly. And you just grab it. It's not so much being centric about a particular collection. The collection is what you have. All these collections start to work together. Now, maybe the Sunburst doesn't quite work in, but why can't I use maybe some of the words here in a nature study type October album or what have you, right? The next thing I want to share with you is what I actually use to adhere to these pages, and that is ScrapbookCom's dotted roller adhesive. This is one of my most favorite roller adhesives to use. You guys need to grab it and try it if you haven't already. It's a well-priced roller adhesive, and this one is temporary, but it does turn to permanent. Except for inside of these pages here. I don't know why. I literally don't know why. I can add that on there, but I can easily pop this right off my page. I can also pop it back on if I decide, well, I'm not going to use that after all. I don't know why it works that way. I don't know if it's the surface of the paper. It's a mixed media type paper that this sketchbook is made of. I don't know. I don't need to know. I just love the fact that this works just like I need it to work. You just pop it off. Sometimes you got to kind of give it a little twist, but it's not on permanently. You still have the adhesive on the back of the piece, and just put it right back on, and you're ready to go. One of the things I need to really make sure that I add in here is that there is an Instagram feed. It's called Juicy Christians, and that's where I first saw this. This is not original to me. She was using it. She's been using it for a while. And I started to use it a little bit, then I kind of forgot about it. And then here's kind of what happens. Can anyone relate to this? You just pile all the ephemera, but then like, how are you finding stuff? So this is the time-saving hack part, right? Because I'm working on a page, working on a page, and I'm like, oh, wait, I know, oops, I got stuff all over the place. Wait, I know I might want a neutral tab. Wait, I need a frame. Where are my frames? I'm just going to go through here and see what frames I have. I need a word. Or you might not even know what you need. How often does that happen? You don't even know what you need. And you open up your ephemera book and you're like, oh my goodness, this butterfly is gorgeous. I need to use this on my project. So that's the time-saving hack. It's just all open up for you. It is there for the taking. And what fun. Oh, what fun. Okay. Lastly today, I want to share with you my process for getting this put together in my ephemera catalog. This is a tray from my We Are Makers project cart. There are about 7 of these trays in that cart, and this one happens to be empty. Can't really speak too much for the other ones. And this is what I like to do. So I will grab my ephemera. I'll often do this when I'm sitting down with the boys watching football, and I'll just take my ephemera and I'll just start sorting it according to what it is. So I've got large tickets here. I might put some smaller tickets here. Circles, I'll just stick with circles for this point. Sentiments, die cut sentiments, they're going to have its own page. You saw that in here, right? Well, let's talk about that for a minute. Let me actually run back to the sunburst page. So here you see I have all the words and these kind of odd shaped die cuts. Basically the larger size pieces is what's in here. We talked about this for a little bit anyway, but you can see the order that this page shares with you, right? So that's kind of what I'm going for here. Just picking things up off of the top of the pile, because I literally already piled these into here at one point, and just gonna go and get these all, as best I can, organized into what they are. So like these are die cuts here. These are tabs. I'm going to start a new tab little space up here because typically there's a lot of tabs in these. So this is a different kind of tab, right? In these ephemera packs. And something like this, I'm going to go ahead and pop that butterfly out of there. More than likely, I already know I'm not going to use this shape. To me, that's not something that's useful. Also, too, and I can't really say this necessarily for this particular spice collection, but sometimes I come across pieces or there's colors in the pieces, and I'm like, yeah, I am never going to use that. And that will go into my donation pile. I have a donation pile that I keep together, that I keep, and so that's where those pieces go. This, I'm not going to use that. I won't donate these either. They're not necessarily useful to me for anything. I will go through here on these slide pieces, and I still hang on to these. I've yet to use these, so maybe I should challenge myself, maybe my gratitude album, to use this somehow. But I'll pop all these die pieces out. I haven't quite found a way to use these. They're pretty small. I've thought about using them as some sort of tab. So maybe I'll just set them aside for right now because I'm just not sure. What I will do also is probably add them to my book, those little tabs, and then at some other point kind of review, okay, am I using these pieces? And decide, even how much ephemera am I using? How much different packs from different brands do I use? You're really going to find out what you love because you're going to use it. And you're going to use it because you are finding it so much easier. That is a lot of ephemera. They pack these packages so well. Just making sure I have everything here. I think I do. So there you go. When you take it out of your little stacked containers, you realize that's actually very manageable. You're not quite as overwhelmed. Anyway, that's how I feel about it. And it's funny, as I look at this piece here, I'm wondering if this piece actually even belongs to Spice, but we're going to keep it in there because it's the only frame like that. Okay, so now for the next part, this is what I would do. I would literally just grab my book, and I know I'm going backwards in the back, but I'm fine with that because I have papers in the front, so I'm just going to go backwards in here. It's like, doesn't matter to me at all. And I think I'm actually going to go ahead and leave this blank. I'm going to flip over here. So then what I would do, I would just start with the phrases, and I'd get the phrases in place first. Or sometimes when I have a lot of big pieces like this, I might start with that first. And I'm going to pop this down here. You won't completely see it yet. I'll show you and get that into frame in a moment. But this is just kind of the therapeutic part of it. Now, one other perk to doing this way. So obviously you have all these pieces, all these embellishment pieces. Then you are going through them, trying to make things, don't always find what you're looking for. So then you decide, I'm going to keep a catalog. So then you take everything out like we just did. Take everything out and you sort it. You can't help but notice what you have in this collection when you're taking the time to sort through everything. You're just going to take note. You're just going to see what you have. You're going to be observant. So then the next thing you're doing, you got it. Yeah, you're adding them to this book. You're seeing things yet again. Now, you're not maybe necessarily going to remember this for the rest of the time that you have this particular collection, but you're definitely going to be a lot more familiar with that which you have. So we're going to get the rest of this into place here, and you're just going to see how fabulous this is going to look. So all of Spice is in my catalog. I have some extra large pieces. I'm not going to adhere them down. I'm going to just use a large paper clip and clip them here at the top. And same idea. I can still go through those if ever I need. I didn't quite get these down yet. Let me do that. And what do you think? Let me know in the comments what you think about this. I hope this was helpful to you. Let me know. Let me know if this is something you think you would do. And would you like to see more of these time-saving workspace hacks? I'd love to know that as well. So in the meantime, I will see you in the next video.